Good morning, HMS 7. It's great to see all the people here in person with our A group, our B group at home. Great to see you all as well. Can't wait to see you on Tuesday. Again, our main focus at Jumpstart is to reflect and discuss habits of successful teenagers. These are also habits of successful adults. Again, as we've talked a lot, I want you to think here briefly for the next 7 seconds of what a habit is. What is a habit? Hopefully in your brain you continue to repeat this. Habits are something that we do daily. Habits are something we repeatedly do. We do them over time. And by doing them over time, we get better and better, and we grow and we grow and grow. Each habit that we practice, we get better at, but we have to practice. That's the key there. Again, none of us were born able to walk. None of us were born able to talk. None of us were born able to read. And none of us were born able to count or add and subtract. These are things you practiced over time and you got better at them. That's our goal here at Jumpstart, is to think about these habits, reflect on them daily. We started with being proactive, which is the base of everything. If you can remember one thing about your 7th grade year at Jumpstart, I want you to remember being proactive. When you're 25 years old and you run into a problem, I want you to remember Mr. Henry told me to be proactive. I want to find a solution. Rather than burying your heads in the sand, rather than quitting, rather than giving up, how can I be proactive about things? Also want you to remember to put first things first, to prioritize. I want you to begin with the end in mind, to have that goal. And as we're here in the month of December, remember to think win-win. I want you to pause, and I'll pause here shortly, and reflect on what it means to practice win-win and why it's important. Hopefully that little pause there, you thought win-win is an abundance philosophy. There's enough in life to go around for everyone. It's a caring philosophy. It's a philosophy that states if I help you, I'm also helping myself, but not in a selfish way. It's getting out. And I want you to think here real briefly, think of a time you helped someone. And when you helped that person, I guarantee it felt good to help somebody. That's what we're talking about here. Win-win is that philosophy. By helping someone else, I'm also helping myself. It's that abundance philosophy, that there's enough in life to go around for everyone. We want you to continue to think about that and practice it. Those reflection sheets that have been shared with you, I'd love to continue to read your example. Many of you have shared great examples of practicing win-win. Continue to do so. Why that habit is important, again, it helps build resilience. It helps make you stronger and tougher. The other habits we'll get to as we go throughout the year. Our example of win-win this today comes from last year. Last year's group of 7th graders started a project-based activity trying to address or study hunger in our community in Hutchinson, Kansas. We did this through many of our classrooms, and it culminated in the end with students bringing food in to be donated to the food bank. A great example of practicing win-win, and we studied it in multiple classes. Social studies, for example, studied the historical effects of hunger. Math talked about what it would calculate to take to feed the entire city of Hutch that was not getting the food they needed, and then we brought food in and helped out the community. Just one example of practicing win-win. You could do these things daily. But as with all habits, you have to practice them over time. And the best way to practice a habit or something you repeatedly do is to also understand that by doing this, you will grow and you will improve over time. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the better you get at it. You do that through time and effort. You do that through asking questions when you run into problems. You do that through understanding that struggling in your classes is not a bad thing. I want to repeat that again. Struggling in your classes is not a bad thing. It's actually positive. Because if you work, and this is important, if you work through those struggles, you will have a breakthrough and you will improve. Understand that struggling and challenges are positive. Embrace them. Embrace your challenges and work through them and have a purpose. Understand your purpose each and every day. Lastly, we'll close out with a little bit of fun stuff here. This is our week to duct tape your principles to the wall. Again, that tape can be purchased in Miss Yoder's room. We will live stream that on Wednesday and Thursday. The dates are a little off there, but Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday for our A group will allow you to tape us to the wall. Thursday for our B group will allow you to tape us to the wall. We'll get a live stream so y'all can watch that. Should be some fun. Love seeing you guys. We love you. Continue to work hard this week. I know it's a diagnostic week with iReady. We can't wait to watch you give your best effort and see how much you've grown since the fall. Have a great day.